The story of the donkey and the tiger. The donkey told the tiger, "The grass is blue." The tiger replied, "No, the grass is green." They were not really a donkey and a tiger. They were both lions. However, at birth, the rich white man who owns the nature reserve they were living on had put each of them in costumes. This was ordinary and unquestioned, a natural part of everyday existence. The donkey was assigned the role of donkey, braying, obnoxious, harmless, and vulnerable, and loud, an ass. She was given a pair of donkey ears with a fine, thin blade at the edge, enough for surface wounds at least, and also some false hooves lined with dull needles pressing into her paws. The tiger, sleek and majestic, hunted to near extinction, now taking command of a brave new world. She was painted with stripes and given claw extensions, drilled into her paws. She was the only tiger she knew. The donkey preserving backwardness with pride, the tiger threatening the donkey with domination and elimination. They were both lions. The tiger had always been told she was feline and felt it. The donkey had been declawed and sterilized under cover of night. It wouldn't stop her from doing a fair bit of damage to the rich white man who owned the nature reserve they both lived on, if only she could take off the costume and see her reflection in the watering hole. If she could take off the costume and see herself as a lion, with the razor-sharp ears and false hooves he had given her, she could julienne and then pound him to a pulp, if she wanted to. And even he, the rich white man who owned the nature reserve they both lived on, was, biologically speaking, a lion, if not in nature, then in honest form and face. But he had perfected the art of disguise and wielded his humanity as a weapon. Grafted above his maw were two deep, mesmerizing glass eyes that seemed to contain eternity. They were made of glass and could be shattered. They argued about the patch of grass before them, wet and dewy. Well, I prefer to see the grass as blue. It's just my perspective. Okay, well, your perspective is wrong. Grass is green, and this grass is no exception. I'm looking at the bloody grass now, and I just see blue. Who are you to tell me what I see? I don't care what you see. I am telling you what is. For the tiger's part, the rich white man had painted her with purple stripes, and she always felt she never quite fit what people's idea of a tiger should be. When she saw the green of the grass, the complementary color to her stripes, she knew she had a place in the world, even if it was the tiger with stripes, the opposite color of grass. But the rich white man had been feeding the donkey a steady diet of corn chips that was gradually causing the donkey to develop a bizarre colorblindness. Some shades of the rainbow appeared only blue, even when they were not. Well, I don't think you get to decide for me, cat. Who are you to tell me what I see? You who have never walked in my hooves or looked through the eyes of a donkey. This is like a mutually, generally agreed upon fact. Grass is green. Everybody knows this. What kind of bullshit, anti-scientific feelings or facts world are you living in? The same one you and all predators create every time you eat an animal like me. And with this comment, the donkey rose up on her hind legs and took a swipe at the tiger, bruising her shoulder. The tiger was the only one of her kind and demanded respect from the other animals, and so left a warning scratch on the donkey's arm. A drop of blood fell and was lost to sight in the thick, green grass. This enmity that blossomed between them threatened to halt all communication. However, the donkey and the tiger had a history of friendship between them, and parted ways for the day, saying little but knowing they would both return. The next day, the donkey approached the tiger. The grass is blue. Our conversation yesterday honestly threw up a lot of red flags for both how I now know you as a predator, and for me and my behavior as well. Even fighting back at you, I felt almost as feline as you. like a predator. A hyena. And I don't like to feel like I'm one of you when I'm fighting you. The grass is green. I have stripes that mark me as different, the tiger said, and claws that scratch. You knew that when you befriended me. I'm not going to pretend to be otherwise for your benefit or anyone's, but that doesn't mean I want to hurt you. Maybe it is best if we part ways for now. The donkey looked at the tiger solemnly. Tigers are beautiful. It's not their fault you aren't. I won't hold it against the next tiger I meet. This tiger is beautiful. It's not my fault you can't fucking see anything real. Have a great life. And with that, the donkey left the tiger alone to ponder. She was colorblind too, but had forgotten in the heat of the argument, having always known that grass was green. She looked at the dewy patch where she and the donkey had spent their time together, and noticed a small rivulet of green running from her paw, where she had been kneading her toes together. It had always been that way, and was pretty ordinary, too. She crouched down to the grass and tasted a spot to check. Iron. The grass was red.